And we're rolling. Hello and welcome to Wooden Watch You Don't Need. And today, guess what? We're going to take a look at this watch here. The Casio Calculator Watch. This is another watch of which I do not know the exact model name, which is a series of letter dashes and numbers that Casio comes up with. Instead of calling this Calculator Watch 1 to distinguish it from other models. But that's the fun of it, you know, when you realize that you are so ill that you remember the model names of Casio watches.
Yeah, I don't know if you are one of those people who remembers names easily or who remembers... Well, I'm not. My memory is not good at all. I have some kind of memory for some specific things, like, I don't know, melodies or sometimes faces, but I don't remember the name they are associated to.
Well, anyway, I don't remember the model names of Casios. I mean, I have a hard time remembering them. Let's see if I remember the model of the Casios who are here. Well, this one is easy. DW290. This is even easier because it has the model name written here in F-28W. Yeah, that was an easy one. This, I always get the name of this one wrong. It's the W800-H or W-800H. See, I remember them. This one is the W59, still with its tag on. Watch the unboxing of that one if you haven't. This is the what is it? GW-M5610. This one is cool. What is it? Something 5750 GWX. I can't remember. This one is easy. G-2900. Cool. This one I don't remember. This is a cool one. Have a look at it. This is a really premium watch, and what happens with this watch is that I feel it is so premium and rare because of the combi bracelet, because of this special dial, like the color of the frame of the dial, and you know, things like that, special features that it has, like Bluetooth connection, and yeah, I think that's that. And I wear it very, very seldom, It's a pity. Yeah.
It's a pity. Yeah.
It's a pity. I shouldn't be like that. Well, but today we are not going to talk about these watches. Today we're going to talk about this watch. And I was thinking maybe I should educate myself on how this watch works before shooting the video. But then I said, you know what? Wouldn't it be more fun if I show my real self, if I show my real face, which is that of the ignorant? I don't know how this one works. I imagine that it's kind of different from the usual Casios with 2 or 3 buttons, because this one has a whole lot of buttons. So I think it works in a different way. But anyway, this is a... Oh, I don't want to use the word iconic. Please shoot me because I've used it. I kind of am against the word iconic because I feel it is so abused these days that, as it happens for so many other words, it loses a bit of its power.
Oh, everything is iconic. You know, I was walking down the road the other day and I saw an iconic bus. Why iconic? There are thousands of buses just like that one. Yeah, but it was so iconic.
So this is the watch that everybody knows more or less from Back to the Future. Now, I'm not a purist. I seem to remember that this one was featured in the first episode and for sure in the second episode of Back to the Future. But of course, it was not this very model, because this one is a recent one, maybe from the early 2010s. I bought this just for a change for my wife before realizing that I had been infected by the watch collecting virus. I think I've never worn this, but I will wear it here now for you. So you will be able to see how this watch fits on a 6.5 inch or 16.5 centimeter wrist. So it's on 1, 2, 3, the fourth hole, and I think it fits great. It doesn't look too big. Doesn't look too big at all. It's a cool little big watch. The face of the watch is kind of big in order to accommodate all the buttons here. And these are buttons for the elves. So it's a Christmas. I have slender or thin fingers, but they're not thin enough in order to press this button with sufficient ease. And let's see if I'm able to do some calculations. And let me tell you the model name, CA-53W. Well, maybe they came up with a less intricate name than usual, because CA reminds me of calculator. Stainless steel back, water resistant. If it doesn't say anything, it means it's water resistance to 30 meters, which means that you can like wash your hands, maybe wash the car, but always paying attention not to get too many splashes on the watch. And this one in particular, I would pay extra careful attention not to get this too much near water because of all the buttons and all the water and humidity that could come in and damage the inside of the watch through the button holes. Let's see how this works. I've never used this. So there's only 2 buttons on the side. And as you can see, one of the 2 buttons, this one, is recessed. This tells me, as a Casio connoisseur, that this might be the adjust button. They are usually recessed in order to avoid pressing it by chance while wearing the watch simply. And so I think that this might be the mode button. Let's see. Yeah, here we are in calculator mode. And as you know,
I am a very brilliant mathematician.
Which is a lie. I'm not good at calculations at all. And let's try to do a simple calculation with my thumb.
Like 23 times 8. No, see, I wasn't able to press the times button.
Now, how do I do to clear everything? Maybe with this? Yes, okay. So, as you can see, let's discover this watch together. It has mode/C written here. When there's a C, I guess it stands for clear. So once again,
23 times. No, when I.
Oh yeah, of course, I was pressing the button number 6.
Because the operation buttons are here only on the last column. So clear again. 23. Now the times is here. Times. Yeah. Good. Whoo! Look how beautiful the sign of the operation that you are doing appears on the top portion of the screen. Times 3 equals, and the equals is down here, 69. Once again, 24 divided. See how cool. Division divided by 8 equals 3. Yeah, I'm able to press these buttons actually without being too messy. Good, so that's a plus for this watch. As far as I know, but you can tell me that I'm dead wrong, this only does your 4 basic operations, which is dividing, multiplying, subtracting, and adding. I don't see any square root sign or any other fancier sign like percentage or something else. So yeah, this watch also has other functions like the alarm. So this has 1 alarm, and let's see how to set the alarm. Say I want to wake up at 7. No. So I have to press the adjust button, probably. Yes, the numbers start flashing. I want to wake up at 7:45. I wish I were able to wake up that late. Okay, how do I confirm my choice? Here. Yeah, by pressing the recessed button C. And now the symbol of the alarm is displayed on the top portion of the screen. Cool, so we have 1 alarm. We have, of course, the calculator. Then we have Oh, this is interesting. We have a dual time, and as far as I can see here, the minutes do not match the local time. Yeah, see, here we have our local time is 15:34, so 34 minutes past 3 p.m. But if we go to the dual time mode, it says 36. So you can set your own personal dual time that, for whatever reason, can be slightly different in minutes from your local time. Cool. So we have the dual time, the alarm, let's say a stopwatch. Cool. How do I start and stop this stopwatch? Well, I guess with the buttons that say start. See how clever is Casio. I never had any doubt, but every small detail that I notice on a watch by Casio tells me that they're very clever. Unlike me, of course. Start and stop, it's this button right here. Oh, what a cool beep. This is a very cool beep. Stop it. And then how do I clear the stopwatch? Okay, maybe with the clear button, the same of the calculator. No. Let's get back to the stopwatch mode. Maybe with the recessed button. Not with the recessed button. So it doesn't say clear. Oh, reset, lap reset. Good, reset. Oh, cool. So we're learning together. Maybe you already know how to work this, but this bottom right starts and stops the stopwatch, and the bottom left resets it. It should reset it. Yeah, it does. No other function. Well, that's more than enough for such an inexpensive watch. Let's have a look at it. Now that I look at it, it looks so cool that I want to buy one just for me. The strap on this one is particularly supple and soft, which is something that I can only describe with words. You have no measurement to tell you that. But like, for example, I changed the strap on this W800H, and while this is reasonably supple and bendy, so to say, to the touch it does not feel as soft and supple as this one. And also I like the holes in the strap. I think they make for a badass look. Also here, and of course you will find your Casio written on the buckle. The keeper here also has a hole in it. All in all, I think this is a cool watch. I am really starting to fall in love with this watch that I never considered. Yeah, there will be follow-up videos on this watch because I am beginning to appreciate it, and so I will tell you more on this watch as I discover new features of this little gem by Casio. I will tell you more about it. Of course, if you already know everything about it, skip this video, but we are at the end of the video, so you've already watched it. A small rectangular case shape, very vintage looking. I love Casio, but don't forget that I also love mechanical automatic watches, so sooner or later a review of a mechanical will come along on the channel. That's it for today. What can I tell you? This could be a really cool gift. This has been the Casio CA- let me see if I remember without turning the watch.
53, and then there's another C, there's another CA.
Dash 53 something. Oh, 53W.
This has been the CA-53W.
And this is also being wooden, what you don't need. You can either learn to do arithmetics with your own brain.
I already get stuck when I have to divide.
Or you can buy one of these. It'll look cool on your wrist and it'll help you figuring out the change when you're buying something. I'll see you on the next of Wooden What You Don't Need. Ciao!